It's very hard work, but it's very rewarding. I've been a state employee for over 20 years now. I came to the Attorney General's office from another state entity. This was definitely a step up for me. I saw this as a chance to take my firm belief in the importance of government law and actually putting it in practice.
I've been in litigation for 17 years and I've always enjoyed litigation. I started in a private firm and then spent a few years in the Consumer Protection Division and then actually went back to private practice for a number of reasons.
I started in July of 2005 to work on the Big Dig cost recovery team, which revolved around doing cost recovery relative to engineering and design defects with respect to the Central Artery Tunnel.
I returned to the Attorney General's office, actually to the same position I had when I left, because after a little time away, I realized that while I still enjoyed litigation, the litigation that I got to do here in the public interest really motivated me in a different way.
In July of 2006, a portion of the ceiling in the I-90 connector tunnel collapsed. So our office launched a criminal investigation revolving around the tunnel collapse. Because of my involvement in the Big Dig cost recovery, I was part of the criminal team that, part of the team that did the criminal investigation.
For anybody else considering to come and work at the Attorney General's office, whether they're making a lateral move or what have you, or senior move, it's a great place to work and it gives you the experience that you need. We have several attorneys who have either come from a large law firm to the Attorney General's office or who were here and then left for a little while and went to private practice and came back. So that just goes to show you how much they really enjoy the work that we do here at the Attorney General's office, enough to come back.
I came back and then stayed and then got an opportunity to move up as division chief and eventually bureau chief, and that has turned it into a career path that's been very gratifying for me.
When we resolved all of the criminal and civil claims, resulting in about $500 million in recovery of cost and penalties, I did a short stint in the corruption and fraud division. Honestly,
I love my job, and the reason why I love my job is because at the end of the day, I know that every result, it affects everyone in the Commonwealth, whether they know it or not. And so that is the pleasure that I have at the end of the day.
I call trial lawyers the actors of our profession. We're the thespians of this profession, and we in the trial division, I think we represent that well. We're a congenial, warm bunch of folks, about 30 lawyers, managers, as well as staff, support staff. We work as a team. My job could not be done if we did not work as a team. Lawyer, support staff, and all the other players in this drama that we call trials.
Each day it's not necessarily as if something big, and dramatic is happening. I do have to say for the record that I love being in court. I love, going before a judge, or I love, presenting a case, to a jury. And we don't necessarily, our cases don't go to trial that often, but when it does happen, there is, an adrenaline rush there. There is an excitement to it.
It's a rewarding place to work. One of the things about working at the AG's office, as opposed to maybe working in a firm or something, is you get to do important, significant work almost from day one. The types of things that you read about in the paper, those are the types of things that you're going to be working on here.
I always feel that the work that I'm doing is meaningful, not just to the attorneys that are handling it, but for the consumers and the citizens that are going to get some positive result out of the litigation that we bring.
If I have given my best, if I have asked that question that leads to making a lawsuit more manageable, if I have worked to arrive at a settlement that is reasonable, that puts the public entity in a good light, but also compensates an alleged plaintiff for any harm that may have been done, then I feel good.
I'm unusual because I've been in a lot of different divisions and different bureaus, but everywhere I've gone in the office, just really first-rate people, friendly, helpful, professional. I'm not sure you'd find that anywhere else.
I think the most consistent characteristic that you'll see in this office is that people want their hard work to result in a particular public good, because that's what should be at the end result of every one of our cases.
I feel good about what I've done, I feel good in terms of the interactions that I've had, you know, be it with, you know, defense attorneys when we're trying to negotiate something, be it with, you know, witnesses, you know, as they're telling us about what's happened, you know, within their community, the interaction, you know, with my chief, the interaction with the investigators that I work with, the interaction with other, you know, attorneys within the office who I use as sounding boards. I enjoy what I do.
I know that most Americans, when they think of lawyers, they think of those TV lawyers. And that's good, but we're here too. We are the silent warriors, and I encourage everyone to come this way.